Do you ever wake up feeling a bit stiff, maybe even a little groggy, only to find that after your usual breakfast, that feeling doesn't quite lift? Or perhaps you experience an energy dip mid-morning, reaching for another cup of tea or coffee, wondering why you're already feeling tired. It's a common scenario, one that many of us over 60 experience far too often, and it can be incredibly frustrating. We try to do the right thing, to eat something that feels familiar and comforting, something we've always had. But what if that very morning meal is subtly working against you, draining your vitality instead of fueling it? What if the choices you're making at the breakfast table are inadvertently contributing to low energy, digestive issues, or even a feeling of mental fog? It's a painful reality that many seemingly innocent breakfast choices are actually holding us back from feeling our best, from truly thriving in our golden years. But here's the secret: with a few simple adjustments, you can transform your mornings and unlock a newfound sense of well-being. In this video, we're going to gently uncover the 6 worst breakfast mistakes that many seniors make, and more importantly, we'll explore wonderful, delicious alternatives that will help you boost your energy, support your muscle strength, improve your digestion, and keep your mind sharp. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise there's a valuable insight waiting for you that might just surprise you. Let's dive right into the first common breakfast mistake, a pitfall that catches many of us off guard: the sugary cereal and pastry trap. You know the ones I'm talking about, those colorful boxes of breakfast cereal, often marketed as heart-healthy or fortified with vitamins, or perhaps those tempting croissants, muffins, or Danish pastries from the bakery. They're quick, they're convenient, and they taste good, often bringing back a sense of nostalgia from simpler times. But here's the truth: these foods are often loaded with refined sugars and highly processed carbohydrates. When you start your day with a bowl full of sugary flakes or a fluffy pastry, your body gets an immediate rush of glucose. It's like pouring rocket fuel onto a fire, a quick, intense burst of energy. You might feel a jolt of alertness for a little while, but what inevitably follows is a sharp decline, a sugar crash that leaves you feeling more sluggish and tired than before. This roller coaster of blood sugar isn't just about energy levels. It can also contribute to inflammation throughout your body, impact your mood, and, over time, increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Moreover, these foods are typically stripped of essential nutrients like fiber and protein, which are absolutely crucial for us as we age. Fiber helps keep your digestive system running smoothly, prevents constipation, and helps you feel full and satisfied. Protein, on the other hand, is the building block for your muscles, and maintaining muscle mass is paramount for staying strong, active, and independent. Without these vital components, you're not really fueling your body for the day ahead. You're just giving it a quick, empty boost. Instead of reaching for that sugary cereal or pastry, consider making a delicious bowl of old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats. These are complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, providing a sustained boost without the dramatic peaks and valleys. Cook them with water or unsweetened almond milk, and then enhance them with a handful of fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries, which are packed with antioxidants. For that all-important protein boost, stir in a spoonful of natural peanut butter, a sprinkle of chopped nuts like almonds or walnuts, or even a scoop of unflavored protein powder. If you're a fan of a warmer breakfast, a simple egg scramble or an omelet, perhaps with some colorful vegetables like spinach or bell peppers, offers a fantastic combination of protein and healthy fats that will keep you feeling full and energized for hours. The goal here is to choose foods that offer a steady release of energy and provide the nutrients your body truly needs, rather than just a fleeting sugar high. Another surprisingly common error we often make with our breakfast choices is the over-reliance on white bread and processed breakfast meats, like bacon and sausage. Think about the classic breakfast sandwich: white bread, a slice of processed cheese, and a greasy piece of bacon or sausage. It's a staple for many, often seen as a hearty way to start the day. But let's take a closer look. White bread, while familiar and convenient, is essentially refined flour that has had most of its fiber and beneficial nutrients stripped away during processing. It behaves very similarly to sugar in your body, leading to those same blood sugar spikes and subsequent crashes we just discussed. It lacks the complex carbohydrates and fiber found in whole grains, which are so important for sustained energy and good digestion. And then there are the processed meats, bacon, breakfast sausage, and often ham. While undeniably tasty, these items are typically high in unhealthy saturated fats, sodium, and nitrates. Regular consumption of these can contribute to higher cholesterol levels, elevate blood pressure, and increase the risk of heart disease. It's not about eliminating them entirely from your diet, but rather recognizing that making them a daily breakfast habit can have long-term consequences for your health. Imagine trying to run a marathon on a diet of fast food. You might get a quick burst of energy, but you wouldn't sustain it, and your body would certainly feel the strain. Our bodies, especially as we get older, need clean, sustained fuel, not a constant assault of unhealthy fats and sodium. So, what's a better approach instead of white bread? Opt for whole grain bread or sourdough. Look for labels that say 100% whole wheat or whole grain as the first ingredient. These breads retain their fiber, which helps to slow down sugar absorption, keep you feeling fuller, and support a healthy gut. And when it comes to protein, swap out the processed meats for leaner, healthier options. Consider lean turkey bacon in moderation, or better yet, opt for a couple of hard-boiled eggs, which are a fantastic source of high-quality protein and essential nutrients like choline for brain health. Another excellent option is to include a small serving of smoked salmon, rich in omega-3 fatty acids that are wonderful for heart and brain health. Even a small portion of leftover lean grilled chicken or fish from the night before can make a surprisingly delicious and nutrient-dense breakfast. The key is to shift your focus from convenience and fleeting satisfaction to choices that actively nourish your body, giving you lasting energy and supporting your long-term health. Now that we've explored the pitfalls of sugary cereals and refined breads, let's move on to another set of common missteps that can inadvertently rob you of vital nutrients and leave you feeling less than your best. Continuing our journey through breakfast blunders, let's talk about a mistake that often comes with the best intentions: choosing low-fat or fat-free dairy products and relying heavily on fruit juice. For years, we were told that low-fat was the way to go, that fat was the enemy, especially saturated fat. So, many of us dutifully switched to skim milk, fat-free yogurt, and avoided full-fat cheese. The problem is, when fat is removed from foods, especially dairy, something often has to be added back in to make it taste good. And more often than not, that something is sugar. So, while you might be cutting out some fat, you could inadvertently be consuming more added sugar, which, as we discussed, isn't beneficial for your energy levels or your overall health. Furthermore, healthy fats play a crucial role in our bodies. They help us absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which are essential for bone health, immune function, and vision. Fats also contribute to satiety, meaning they help you feel full and satisfied after a meal, preventing those mid-morning cravings and unnecessary snacking. When you opt for fat-free dairy, you might be missing out on this natural satiety, leaving you feeling hungry sooner. Similarly, fruit juice, while seemingly healthy because it comes from fruit, is often a concentrated source of natural sugars without the beneficial fiber found in whole fruit. Imagine an orange. When you eat a whole orange, you get all the fiber, which helps slow down the absorption of its natural sugars, preventing a rapid spike in blood sugar. But when you drink a glass of orange juice, you're consuming the sugar from several oranges in liquid form, without any of that moderating fiber. It's a very different nutritional experience for your body, more akin to a sugary drink than a serving of whole fruit. This can lead to the same energy crashes and hunger pangs we associate with other sugary foods. So, instead of reaching for that fat-free yogurt or a glass of fruit juice, Consider making a simple switch to plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is fantastic because it's naturally much higher in protein than regular yogurt, and the full fat helps you feel truly satisfied. You can then add your own sweetness and flavor with fresh berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a drizzle of a tiny bit of real maple syrup or honey. This way, you control the amount of added sugar and you get all the benefits of the fat and protein. And for your liquid refreshment, swap the fruit juice for a glass of water, perhaps infused with a slice of lemon or cucumber, or enjoy a cup of green tea, which is rich in antioxidants and provides a gentle, sustained energy boost. If you really crave fruit, eat a whole piece of fruit, an apple, a banana, or a handful of grapes, to get all that wonderful fiber and the full spectrum of nutrients. These simple swaps make a significant difference in how your body processes your breakfast and how you feel throughout the morning. Another widespread breakfast mistake, and this one is particularly crucial for us as we navigate the aging process, is simply not eating enough protein. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at building and maintaining muscle. This natural process is called sarcopenia, and it's why it becomes even more vital to ensure we're getting adequate protein throughout the day, especially at breakfast. Many traditional breakfast foods, like toast with jam, plain cereal, or just coffee, are very carb-heavy and surprisingly low in protein. You might be filling your stomach, but you're not providing your muscles with the essential building blocks they need. Without enough protein, you risk losing muscle mass, which can lead to weakness, reduced mobility, and an increased risk of falls. Imagine your muscles as a house. Protein is the brick and mortar. If you're not regularly supplying these materials, the house starts to crumble. It's not just about muscle, either. Protein helps keep you feeling full and satisfied, preventing those distracting hunger pangs that lead to unhealthy snacking later in the day. It also plays a crucial role in stabilizing blood sugar levels, which is vital for maintaining steady energy and preventing those uncomfortable dips. A breakfast rich in protein sets you up for a day of stable energy, better focus, and stronger physical capabilities. So, how can you ensure you're getting enough? Aim for at least 20 to 30 grams of protein at your breakfast meal. This might sound like a lot, but it's surprisingly achievable with smart choices. 2 large eggs, for example, provide about 12 grams of protein. Combine that with a serving of Greek yogurt, and you're well on your way. Other fantastic protein sources include cottage cheese, which can be enjoyed with fruit, or a protein smoothie made with unsweetened almond milk, a scoop of protein powder, and a handful of spinach. Even a small portion of lean cooked chicken or turkey can be a great breakfast option. Think outside the box. Leftover salmon or even some lean steak from dinner can be perfectly acceptable and highly nutritious. For your morning meal, the goal is to make protein a central component of your breakfast, ensuring your body has the raw materials it needs to stay strong, vibrant, and capable as you continue to embrace life to the fullest. Now that we've explored the importance of healthy fats and adequate protein, let's turn our attention to the next common misstep that can subtly undermine your morning nutrition. Moving right along, let's talk about another common breakfast mistake, one that often seems like a shortcut to health but can actually be a nutritional dead end, relying too heavily on convenience health foods that are often packed with hidden sugars and unhealthy additives. You see them everywhere. Granola bars marketed as natural, fruit on the bottom yogurts, prepackaged oatmeal cups, or even breakfast biscuits. They often have enticing labels like high fiber, wholesome, or energy boosting. And while they might seem like a quick, healthy solution when you're in a rush, a closer look at the ingredient list can reveal a very different story. Many of these seemingly innocent options are stealthily loaded with added sugars in various forms: high fructose corn syrup, brown rice syrup, or even fruit juice concentrate. These sugars can negate any perceived health benefits and contribute to the same blood sugar spikes and crashes we've discussed. Beyond sugar, these items often contain unhealthy trans fats or hydrogenated oils, artificial flavors, and preservatives that offer little to no nutritional value and can contribute to inflammation in the body. Imagine a granola bar that claims to be healthy, but has more sugar than a candy bar, or a yogurt that has so much added fruit puree and sugar that it's essentially a dessert. The real problem isn't just the lack of nutrients, but the deceptive nature of these products, leading us to believe we're making a good choice when we're actually hindering our health goals. Our bodies, especially as we age, thrive on real, unprocessed food. They need whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and an abundance of fruits and vegetables. These prepackaged items, while convenient, often fall short of providing the genuine nourishment your body truly craves. So, what's the alternative? The best strategy is to become a label detective. Turn that package over and look at the ingredient list. If sugar or any form of syrup is among the first few ingredients, or if you see a long list of words you can't pronounce, it's probably best to put it back on the shelf. Instead, embrace simple, whole food options that are easy to prepare. Overnight oats, for instance, are incredibly convenient. Just mix rolled oats with unsweetened milk, chia seeds for fiber and omega-3s, and a few berries in a jar the night before, and wake up to a ready-to-eat breakfast. Hard-boiled eggs can be prepared in advance and stored in the fridge for a quick protein boost. You can also make your own simple fruit and nut mix to keep on hand, or even create your own breakfast muffins using whole wheat flour, less sugar, and plenty of fruit and nuts. The effort you put into choosing or preparing these whole food alternatives will pay dividends in sustained energy, better digestion, and overall vitality. The final breakfast mistake, and perhaps one of the most overlooked, is eating too quickly or mindlessly. In our busy lives, even after retirement, mornings can feel rushed. We might gulp down our coffee and a piece of toast while checking emails, watching the news, or just thinking about the day's tasks. When you eat too quickly or without paying attention, your body doesn't have time to properly signal satiety, meaning you might eat more than you need, and your digestion can suffer. Chewing thoroughly is the first step in the digestive process. It breaks down food mechanically and mixes it with enzymes in your saliva, preparing it for the stomach. When you rush, you often swallow larger pieces of food, putting more strain on your digestive system, which can lead to bloating, gas, and indigestion. Furthermore, mindful eating allows you to truly savor your food, to appreciate the flavors, textures, and aromas. This isn't just about enjoyment, it's about creating a positive connection with your food, which can reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. Imagine sitting down, even for just 10 or 15 minutes, quietly enjoying your breakfast. It's a small act of self-care that can set a calm, positive tone for the entire day. So, instead of rushing, try to create a dedicated space and time for your breakfast. Put away distractions like your phone or tablet. Take smaller bites. Chew your food thoroughly, and really pay attention to the taste and sensation. Notice when you start to feel comfortably full, rather than eating until you're stuffed. This practice of mindful eating isn't just good for your digestion. It can also lead to better portion control and a deeper appreciation for the nourishment you're providing your body. It's a simple shift that can transform your morning meal from a hurried chore into a truly restorative ritual. We've explored 6 common breakfast mistakes that many of us make, from the sugary cereal trap and the reliance on processed meats, to the misguided choices of low-fat dairy and fruit juice, the critical oversight of insufficient protein, and the deceptive allure of convenience foods. We also touched upon the often neglected practice of mindful eating. It might feel like a lot to take in, but remember, the journey to better health isn't about perfection, it's about progress. One small, consistent step at a time. Think about how these simple shifts can cumulatively impact your day, and ultimately, your life. By choosing complex carbohydrates like steel-cut oats over sugary cereals, you're not just avoiding a sugar crash, you're providing steady, sustained energy that helps you stay alert and focused all morning long. Swapping out processed meats for lean protein sources like eggs or Greek yogurt isn't just about reducing unhealthy fats. It's about fueling your muscles to keep you strong, agile, and independent for years to come. Opting for whole fruits over juice means you're getting that vital fiber for healthy digestion and stable blood sugar, which can truly make a difference in how you feel from moment to moment. And taking a few extra minutes to mindfully enjoy your breakfast can transform your morning from a rushed necessity into a calming, nourishing ritual. These aren't drastic overhauls. They are gentle yet powerful adjustments to your routine. They are about making informed choices that actively support your body and mind as you age gracefully. You don't have to change everything at once. Pick one or two of these suggestions that resonate most with you and try incorporating them into your week. Perhaps it's making a batch of overnight oats on Sunday nights, or simply adding an extra egg to your morning scramble. Even these small changes can make a profound difference to your energy levels, your digestion, your mood, and your overall sense of well-being. Think of it not as a diet, but as an investment in your future self, an investment in feeling vibrant, active, and full of life every single day. The surprise I mentioned at the beginning, the valuable insight, is just how impactful these seemingly minor adjustments to your breakfast can be. It's easy to overlook breakfast as just another meal, but it truly sets the tone for your entire day. By prioritizing nourishing, whole foods and eating mindfully, you're not just eating breakfast, you're actively building a foundation for greater vitality, sharper mental clarity, and stronger physical health. You're empowering yourself to live your best life at every age. I truly hope this conversation has given you some helpful ideas and inspired you to look at your mornings with fresh eyes. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these breakfast mistakes have you been making? And what's one small change you're excited to try? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our community. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips and advice to help you thrive in your golden years. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, your best years are still ahead, and by making wise choices, you're truly living your best life at every age.